Chris here from Barnyard Outdoors. I'm out checking out some gear. I've got a different hot tent that I'm actually testing out, and I tell you right now, if you buy some gear, don't just take it out that first night and try camping in it. Take it out, set it up. This is what I do. I come out to a park just on an afternoon and set things up. So I'm testing some interesting gear. I've got the new tent here, which is going to be a hot tent I'll be using next month, and I've also got a diesel heater that I'm running outside, and I'm really impressed with that. But anytime you're running any type of heat in a tent, whether it's a propane heater or a wood stove or even a diesel heater like I'm trying out right now, it's important that you have some type of carbon monoxide detector, and that is exactly what I have here. The people at Toptes, if you saw my little review last year, they sent me one of their newer models, and look at this thing. This is the CT-580, and I'll put a link down in the description for this thing. But I mean, it's a really impressive unit. It's got a nice big display on it. It's got 3 different ways it can alert you. It's got lights that will alert. It has a vibration motor and also has an audible sound, and it's rechargeable. It's one of the things I really like about this. It has a USB-C port on the bottom, and it just works. And I've been really impressed with this. I've just been kind of testing it out. Right now I have the diesel heater actually outside of the tent, and you can barely see it down there. The wind's been blowing, but I've got my vent pumping in the nice warm heat. And if I grab my little temperature gun here and see what we got down here. All right, we're at 176 degrees coming in, which is great, absolutely great. I have the tent wide open here, so it's not trapping any of the heat, but it does work really well. So it's really nice having a small portable unit like this. It's really impressive compared to the old one. They've updated it a lot here, and let's go ahead and fire it up so you can see kind of the boot up sequence on this. When it boots up, it's going to test everything: LCD, the alert lights, the beep, and then the vibrator. And then it also checks storage, because it does have some internal storage on it. And it tells you that sensors are warming up. It's set for a low of 50 parts per million, high of 200. And then it's ready to go. And I've had this running for, about 3 hours out here, and it's barely even touched the battery on it. So I would have no problem just leaving this running all night inside my tent. So there are a ton of settings that you can do on this thing. If you go into a function menu, you can look at event records. You can adjust the alarm settings, so you can turn on and off the lights, vibration, or the sound. You can also go through calibration and do other system settings on it. So it does have a nice little menu on it. One other thing I really kind of like about this is it has a little flashlight built into it, right? Not super bright, but if you're like poking around underneath your fireplace, like I'm going to be later today, that little light is nice, so you can kind of see what you're doing in there. Or if you're in your tent, hot tent camping, you at least have an extra little illumination device to find your way around if needed. And like I said, I've been checking it out with this diesel heater. I've had it down here for a while. Of course, there's nothing coming in, but if I go out to the exhaust, and if we set this down next to the exhaust, not too close because it is very hot, you will see that will start climbing. Now it is breezy out, so it's kind of hard to get an exact reading when the wind is blowing, so it'll take a little bit for it to get up to where it alerts. But it's great to have something like this inside the tent. When you're in a confined space, you really need to worry about this. You do not want to go to sleep and then have a problem and not wake up. A little device like this can make a huge difference in your safety. And as you can see here, I'm going to bring it inside the tent. And I'm back in the green zone here. So it's great to have something like this. I would usually just set this either near wherever my heater is, or probably have it next to me where I'm sleeping so I can hear it beep and see the lights, and it will alert me if I'm having a problem. So yeah, just a quick look at this CT-580. I'm really impressed with it. I'm glad that Toptes reached out to me again and said, hey, here's a newer model we'd like to let you try out and see what you think. And it's portable and it's rechargeable when I'm looking for a sensor like this for my safety inside my tent. And I've always got a way to recharge things. There's my EcoFlow Delta 2, which is actually powering the diesel heater. So it's a perfect accessory if you're going to be out hot tenting, no matter what type of heat you're using. You can also use something like this around your house. I've got a gas fireplace in my house. It's wintertime again. I'm going to have to turn that thing on. I will turn it on and I'll poke around with that sensor in there, let it sit under there just to make sure everything's okay. And if I get any alerts, I know I can contact someone to come out and take a look at it. Great piece of kit to have. Highly recommend the Toptes stuff. I've been really happy with it. Been using the previous model. Now I'm gonna switch out to this new model. So as I mentioned, I'll put a link down below, and so you can check out where to get one of these. You can get these from Amazon. And if you have any questions about this Toptes CT-580, go ahead and put it in the comments below. Remember to like this video if you like this type of content or find it helpful in any way, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks everybody for watching.